Welcome back, fellow warriors, to the stage of history. My name is Cosmo Jazz, and it is 1 a.m., almost 2 a.m. in the morning right now. Just got off work. Saw that the Suicide Squad stuff got posted today, and I really wanted to check it out. I know that there's this weird hate boner stuff going around for it. I've addressed it in the last Suicide Squad video, my thoughts on that. If you want to see it, I'll probably put it in the description down below. But hey, I was excited for it. I'm looking forward to see if there are any big changes that they've made, all that other stuff and everything. It's literally one of my most look forward to games of next year. So, let's get into it, shall we?
Where are we going? And who are we killing?
Sick.
I'm Darius Sadigian, studio director at Rocksteady Studios.
My name is Axel Ribby, and I'm the game director here.
Eyes up.
Okay.
Let's go.
At Rocksteady, storytelling and character depth are the core DNA of our games. These are not features, but Rocksteady fundamentals. With Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League, we wanted to tell a new story. We wanted to expand the Arkhamverse. Coming from Batman, where it was just from his perspective, just from his lens. Now getting to see the world through the villain's eyes was really the hook for us.
Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League is a third-person action shooter that can be played solo or with your friends.
It's a
Which is good.
story-driven game that highlights Rocksteady's experience in bringing characters to life. As a Suicide Squad, you'll be forced to take on an absolute impossible mission. You must kill the Justice League.
Sounds about
We
right.
want the mechanics of the game to really reflect the personalities of the squad.
I'm always first on the trigger.
We want their moves to be flamboyant, exaggerated, chaotic.
Let's make like cheap chewing gum and not stick around.
Now, our 4 members of Task Force X
Very
find
hardly.
themselves inside Metropolis. At twice the size of Gotham City in Arkham Knight,
Oh, nice.
it's big, it's loud, it's a battlefield. It's a place built for verticality, mobility, the unique fusion of enhanced traversal, gunplay, and
See, I'm looking forward to this. Like, I know
empowerment that we think is
people are just like it's generic shooting or anything, but I feel like you can do a lot
There was just
with
an
that kind
opportunity
of
there to
traversal.
expand into co-op and have
like
this
shooting in
dynamic
the air
world
and
where
stuff.
friends can come
It's done
together
right.
to share an experience. Or players can go solo, switching character members between missions while savoring each and every story twist.
I'm definitely going to be doing as much co-op as I can with this game.
We want to welcome you all to the first episode of our new series, Suicide Squad Insider, where we will provide a deeper look into Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League.
Over the next few months, we'll be unpacking the game, answering your questions, and sharing a few surprises as we move closer to our launch on February 2nd. We'll also cover how Rocksteady will continue to support the game and its players post-launch with a huge amount of free content.
On this episode, you're going to hear from different members of the Rocksteady team as we explore more of the
One
game's
thing I'm
story,
hoping
the
for
world of Metropolis and the core
Because
gameplay
I was talking about the traversal earlier, I'm hoping I'm getting a lot of Vanquish.
Let's
And
jump
if you
into
haven't played that game, I highly suggest you play that game. Because you'll see where I'm coming from when I'm talking about this one a lot.
Normally, when you make a game in a superhero universe, the protagonist is the best person for the job. The squad are definitely not the best people for this job. They're the only people available.
Hey, Suicide
As they should be.
Fuck you!
So it gives the narrative and the gameplay a kind of frantic, slightly panicked feeling where they are trying to figure this out as they go.
Yo, Fear Toxin?
The Arkham games weren't gritty because Rocksteady makes gritty, dark games. They were that way because that's what suits a Batman story.
Every game we approach that with a similar mindset of just like, how do we enhance that experience? How do we excite players in new ways?
Yeah, new criminal
Okay, a little bit of melee there.
Try something new and stretch our legs.
I know that's a
They
big
shoot
contingency
first
for a lot of
with
people.
powerful traversal elements.
Hopefully they go
Coming out of
further
our
into
comfort
that.
zone somewhat, but we wanted to see what we could do to put an Arkham spin on the action shooter space.
Now get your damn gun out!
In true Rocksteady style, the cinematics are kind of the heart of our story. It's the most cinematics that we've ever done, and every one of them is crafted to perfection.
We're not just trying to do what we did before. We're making something which fits the source material that we think will make for an interesting story, but will feel different.
As it should be.
To introduce you to our story, let's jump into an early part of the game. Amanda Waller, the director of the government agency Argus, sends the team behind enemy lines into Metropolis.
Harley Quinn, should you not be more cautious?
She ain't wired that way.
Oh, Deadshot.
Hidden in an underground train station, the team finds a secret elevator.
Until we figure out where the hell we are, let's play along with Waller.
Oh, is this a superhero museum? Hate superheroes. And museums.
I've seen it on TV. It's the Hall of Justice.
So let's rob the place.
Idiot.
Why, Boomerang?
Through these doors lies the inner sanctum of the Justice League. Sounds very grand, doesn't it?
I like Wonder Woman's design.
It is.
She's a dame who can almost make me listen to a boring PSA.
Don't touch anything that's gonna set off an alarm. I ain't fighting any supers for you.
I have read much about the Justice League, and still, they are larger than I expected.
Those holograms aren't actual size, Shark Man.
It's so true to the characters that they're in Hall of Justice and the first thing they think is, what can we steal?
Hey, man, watch the
Ah, shit!
glass.
I'm okay.
What the hell you got there?
Thought this baby was a myth. Speed Force Gauntlet. Back when Doc Savannah tried to lift Flash's gimmick.
I know some people are gonna have very fun with that mechanic. I like that. The Misty Red. Cool.
You found the Riddler's hat of invisibility!
Where'd the shark go?
Y'all wrong for that.
Ooh, nothing says international assassin like a frickin' jetpack.
Shit. I'd break my damn neck.
You're probably right. Jetpacks seem more like a Deathstroke thing anyway.
Nice one, Harley.
Mine.
That, hat's not gonna get you vertical, Shark.
I can make my own way up.
So, as we saw before with that,
Stupid sharks can fly.
Alright.
I'm kind of hoping with him we get a little bit Hulk with it. I forgot what the Hulk game was, but like
Get out free.
the traversal with that and everything was really good. So I hope they bring that into here somewhere. Like maybe take some inspiration and stuff.
So here we're taking these iconic characters who don't typically traverse the way they do in our game.
Okay,
But
big
that's
jump.
the beauty of our storytelling. We've managed to take these unique abilities and make that an extension of their personalities.
Our power is undeniable!
We loved working with Gotham and making that a world for players to experience.
Yeah, that's what I'm
And we
hoping
wanted
for
to do that with
Shark.
a new location.
Is giving him some Hulkness to it.
We felt that Metropolis was the natural next step to extend that. And what better way to introduce it than through an invasion from Brainiac with no Justice League to save them?
Just checking. We're all seeing that thing, right?
The entire game is about fighting behind enemy lines.
Oi, Wally! What the hell have you sent us into?
It's interesting because the first time we saw that kind of line delivery stuff, they were wearing the normal costumes we've been seeing on the Black Box and stuff.
We're sending a signal transponder to your location.
So you're essentially in Brainiac's backyard.
Your orders are to activate that transponder.
Ooh wee. Okay. I'm seeing some things. I won't know fully till I get my hands on it, of course, but I'm seeing some possibilities.
And there's no civilians left. Brainiacs killed them or made them into soldiers to do his bidding. And through this corruption, the people of Metropolis have become extensions of Brainiac.
Okay.
Hey guys! Thinking I shouldn't ate that extra tapioca pud for lunch?
What the player knows from our title and what the Suicide Squad is about to find out is that here, the Justice League are the bad guys. They've been corrupted by Brainiac, and over the course of the game, your mission will be to kill them.
Ugh, Green Lantern! Nice! Hey, your face always looks so... what?
Harley doesn't have any innate superpowers, so to go up against these beings that have incredible strength, it's a challenge.
I'm in the middle of a recon for Brainiac. Let's walk and talk.
That voice, was not expecting it.
Superheroes here. I want you to see this. Pay attention, Floyd.
Let me go home! Please! Get it off! Get it off!
Looks bad, feels worse. But once you've been enhanced, there's no going back. Outstanding. When you face off against the most iconic characters in all of superhero-dom and the Justice League, it's by many people's definition an impossible task. You're searching for stragglers, augmenting Brainiac's army. The Shard gets it.
The stakes that Rocksteady sets, the challenges they heap upon you as a player.
Time to rally up with Brainiac. Ready to make the leap?
You know immediately, like, this is the tallest task I will ever take on in a video game.
Flash! Brainiac wondered how you got off the ship.
Speedster secret. The League doesn't leave anyone behind. Let's make you right, buddy.
You know, that's just what I was gonna say.
You're going to be fighting the Justice League.
Okay, so
There's nothing more high stakes than the boss battles.
if I understand what was happening there, Flash hadn't been changed yet.
Superman,
He gets changed
Flash.
over time.
So, what's the plan?
At that point, the game really opens up. We start to see players look at their weaponry and really ask
It makes
the
you
question,
wonder,
how am I going to kill the Justice League?
like, how long that lasts, because we know that Wonder Woman's helping you.
But, well, you know, these guns are a bit shit. No offense.
Then head northwest. That's the last known of a Gotham arms dealer who's dug into Metropolis. Oswald Cobblepot.
Penguin!
You want to last more than 10 seconds against the League? Cobblepot's been running anti-meta weapons for years. I want him recruited and brought back to the Hall of Justice.
Oh, I'm gonna recruit the shit out of him.
Since Batman Arkham Knight, the Penguin is no longer confined to Gotham City. He's made a name for himself in Metropolis as the authority on anti-meta human weapons. Now, Waller wants the squad to recruit him for Argus.
I see you've already stolen traversal equipment. You'll need it to stay off the streets. Setting a
See, I
new
love a
window.
good, like,
Go.
At the heart of
that.
each character's playstyle is their traversal. Traversal gives the player total freedom. Every character has their own way of getting around that determines how the player moves through this world.
Don't like to boast, but how great was I?
Okay.
Controlling a superhero
Oh, that's
character
interesting.
is fun. It's a power fantasy for all players. We wanted movement through the city to be fun. Just existing and moving around in Metropolis is a good time.
See that slide thing?
Normal city? Well,
It's
as
very,
normal as a city can be in the DC universe.
not extremely vanished, but like, has
We
vanished
spent a lot of
things to it.
time trying to get that art direction
If it's
correct, trying to
smooth,
get the
like I
feel
hope it
for
is.
correct. You get to see all the kind of DC lore.
Could have
built
some
for
fun with
space.
it.
Let me do the talking with Penguin, okay?
Not just a building, it's a daily planet. You know, there's a lot we can inject into the city that makes it more than just a city.
Penguin is not truly a penguin.
Yeah, mate. And I'm not a boomerang.
It is known for its size, its scale. Anything from the DC lore, you look at Metropolis as the city of...
Not gonna lie, I do like Boomerang's movement,
He was barely in.
but
Money talk,
I'll
creep
definitely
walk,
be
you know?
probably playing Harley most. She is my favorite out of everybody.
It's just a great way for players.
Granted,
to
I'm a
experience
Harley
Metropolis
fan
a
in
new
general,
way.
but you know.
G'day, Pango. Remember me?
No. Ain't this a right rogues gallery? Who's the big bleeder? Think his cousin used to work for me.
Ooh, which one?
Busted him out of a circus. We're getting the hell out of the city before Argus finds us. You in?
But we are working for Argus.
You bloody what?
Real slick, Shark.
Good talk. Nice catching up. Give my regards to the locals.
Traversal is at the very core of our game. You will need to be on the move and master each character's movements if you want to succeed. Harley's grapple is made to let her take advantage
So you know that would be probably how that would play out.
Or she can use it to quickly close the distance to introduce them to her baseball bat. Swinging from the background lets her circumvent the troopers' shields and flank them. It can also let her catapult herself into the air to shoot the corrupted from above. Now that you've seen some of Harley's combat in this scene, let's explore
it's
the
not
rest of
exactly like
this unique
combos
playstyles
and
other
stuff,
encounters.
but it's definitely like
a mix between sniper rifles, SMGs,
getting
and shotguns.
What's cracking?
some
Each
pretty
has an
good like
iconic
melee
attack that can be
beat
used to
down
create what we
there.
call juggle kills and also break enemies' shields. Juggling an enemy with a melee attack means they take guaranteed critical hits.
I'm
from all
wondering
guns
if
for a
like
short
for
period
bigger
after.
enemies will work the same for like
Shoot enemies
flying
in the
them
legs,
off
then close the distance
or
to a shield resist strike
whatever,
to get some shield back.
and if that could be upgraded.
Let's shift focus to King Shark.
Cause to celebrate!
King Shark is literally death from above, which he gladly shows with his Atlantean drop attack. He's the character that can take the most punishment. Heavy weapons, assault rifles and shotguns,
Like those guys.
cleavers, sickles and combat knives for some brawling action. For the bigger enemies, each character gets a super powerful single target attack. The
Oh, well, okay.
This one-shots any enemy hit, but it takes longer to recharge, so it's important to use it tactically. Finally, Deadshot.
So it's like a finisher.
You're low caliber, and I'm high caliber.
His traversal is made to let him create his own vantage points. This works great with his weapon loadout, sniper rifles, assault rifles, and
I'm
pistols.
thinking,
For more up-close
you know,
action, Deadshot
like
relies on his
Arkham,
iconic
the
wrist
two
cannons.
buttons, or
One thing
Spider-Man
we really
with
wanted to
their
bring into this
thing
game
too.
was a reimagined version of the Arkham counter system and mix that with our traversal and shooter gameplay. Introducing Counter Shot. Each enemy has a different reaction to the counter shot. Some will be stunned, some will take damage, some will be interrupted and then get really annoyed. Now let's take a look at Harley absolutely demolish Brainiac's forces with all these tools.
Okay. Okay, there's the big move.
My show's all knock 'em dead material.
Big gun thing. God damn. Fucking shredded that guy.
Oswald Cobblepot, my man. Do we have a job for you? Tell him, Quinn.
You're making guns for us now, Bird Brain.
Thanks for joining us for episode 1 of Suicide Squad Insider.
What? I'd already started, so I followed through.
In the months leading up to our launch from February 2nd, 2024, we're looking forward to sharing more details and insights about Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. In our next episode, we'll be deep diving into more gameplay, combat mechanics, and how to take the fight to the enemy in your own unique style.
Okay, so.
I want to tell you what happens next. Let's call it a sneak preview.
Hello.
We really want players to feel like they
So it sounds like next episode is going to be the one I'm more interested in.
I'm going to enjoy this. You're starting with characters who aren't very powerful, and through the story, You're learning how to use their skills and become powerful.
We really wanted to deep dive into the RPG system.
You have your enhanced traversal, you have gunplay, you have weapons, there are upgrades and unique talents.
Is that a blunderbuss?
And all of that stuff fusing together to create this kind of unique experience.
Together, we are unstoppable. Join me.
Are you kidding?
Tombstone.
I kind of want to know what that is a reference to. Classic moves. Alright. I don't know if this exactly changed any of my thought process on the game. Like, made me go, oh yeah, I can't wait for this game. Or the other was like, I'm kind of worried. I think I'm still where I was, which I'm still looking forward to this game very much. One thing they didn't really touch on, and I think Miller kind of talked about this, was that the online, always online is still there, which I really do hate that that's a thing. They really should take that off for multiple reasons. It's probably like my biggest pet peeve of the entire thing going in. But hey, it is what it is. But the other thing, which what was it? I was gonna say that this was not a bad introductory, but the things I think most people are waiting for is probably going to be in that second episode, which is like the real in-depth combat stuff and whatnot. Like I said, I'm looking forward to it. I like the traversal stuff. Like I said, I was hoping that it's like a lot more like Vanquish, maybe even a little bit of Warframe in there too. And for King Shark to be like Hulk and status and whatnot, which is why when they go into the combat system, I want to see more of his melee stuff. What can he do in it? Can he like maybe enhance it, do destruction stuff, etc., etc.? You know, the works. But like I said, we'll see that when the time comes. And I know that there are people who are saying this is gonna like flop or anything. It doesn't look good, and all that stuff. I disagree, and if you're just gonna like call me names and stuff, whatever, you might as well just leave it alone, because I'm not even gonna bother with you. But if you are as interested in this as I am, even if you're worried about it, and you feel free to discuss it down in the comments below. Tell me what you're worried about. Tell me what you're excited about. Are you going to play any of these characters? Are you hoping that maybe some DLC will come down the line where another character could come in that you would like to play? Which I did do a top 5 DLC characters for the game in my video stuff. I'll put it in the description as well. But yeah, I can't wait to hear more about it. So we're going to hear more about it, I'm guessing, next week. As they say every Wednesday. Oh, that was the other thing. I hate that the release date is on the 2nd of February, because that literally gives me barely any time to enjoy 2 other games that are around that very same time, being Tekken 8 and Grand Blue Fantasy Relink. I couldn't think of the name. There's so many Grand Blue Fantasies right now. But what that also means is we're going to have a lot more content on the channel. So please hit the subscribe button for that, as I'm trying to hit 500 subscribers by the end of the year, which is looking more bleak every day. But hey, as long as y'all keep here with me, I'm going to keep pushing. Take care, stay safe, and as always, let's try to kick 2023's ass. Laters.